I the asshole for demanding my partner to clean up my urine? Writing on my phone on a throwaway as I really don't need my friends and family seeing this post. Also, English is not my first language, so excuse any typos. So, my partner is quite the prankster. Nothing too serious, and usually everyone laughs in the end. However, today I felt they went too far. I was on my way to the bathroom with my AirPods in my ears as I've been very into a pod lately. I hope it's ours. Out of nowhere, they jump out of a closet, scaring me to death. I got so scared that I accidentally peed myself and it got on the floor, etc. I had to go quite badly as I just got home after an hour commuting. I exploded in anger and embarrassment as they stood there laughing their ass off. So I yelled that they had to clean up the hallway as I refused to do so and needed a shower. They got quite annoyed and said it was just a prank and it wasn't their fault that I had the bladder control of a toddler. In the end, they did clean it up, but they have been snappy and in a mood since then, saying I massively overreacted. I told my closest friend about this, and they thought I overreacted as well and shouldn't expect others to clean up my urine. I don't believe I'm the asshole, but the fact that my friend also seems to think I overreacted is making me doubt.
Not the asshole.
No.
No. The caption or subject, I was like, but the story, no, not the asshole.
No.
I do think that I never want somebody else to clean up any of my bodily fluids. So like if I had blood on something, I would want to clean it up myself. Or if I clogged the toilet, I would want to
Clogged toilet's
I would want to
different.
unclog it myself. I would even feel really bad if maintenance guy came in. I would feel bad. I feel like I should clean up after my own bodily shit because it's just not it's gross, but it's not as gross when it's yours,
Yeah. Blood doesn't gross me out. I know you don't like blood so much, but like
No.
blood, I'm also like a little biased because of like my hospital job, like the amount
Yeah,
of
that's
poop,
true.
blood, pee that I've wiped up, like it doesn't phase me. Like wiping up pee is the same as wiping up water to me.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Yeah.
that doesn't phase me at all.
Yeah.
But
I just
get
mean that
that's
if I were
different.
to accidentally cut myself in your shower when I was shaving my legs and I bled all over your walls and everything, let's just
Damn.
say, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't ever leave that situation and be like, "Oh, it grosses me out." Like clean it up.
I appreciate that, but like if my actions caused you
Oh yeah.
to pee
Yeah.
and you were like, you did this to me.
Yeah.
You should clean it up.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, I get it.
If you purposely came up to me and cut me with my razor and it was all over your bathroom tub, then I'd be like, "Yeah, you clean it up."
And I'm suing you for
Yeah,
assault.
yeah. So that's my point is that in general, like cleaning up after yourself, I think that's a given. But when
Mhm.
you are the one or when the other is the one being an asshole and they're the reason for you to have peed on the ground,
Yeah.
then they should absolutely 10 out of 10 clean up after that because,
They did it.
yeah, it's their fault. And the fact that they gaslit her.
That right there. Let's scroll up. What did they say? It wasn't their fault that I had the bladder control of a toddler. I've peed in the street before. Like, I remember it was a cold winter day. I'm running to the next party by myself. And I was like going to meet a boy. I was like so excited. I was like so in love with this boy at the time. And I was in a skirt in tights and I had to pee so bad and I couldn't make it there. And so I don't know why I was telling this story. This story is so irrelevant. I think I just wanted an excuse to tell this fucking story right now because it came up in my mind the other day, but I don't know how it relates to the story. Maybe someone can patch it together for me now. But I'm like running to this party and I like pulled my like skirt up and like just peed through the tights. And then when I got to the party, I like went in the bathroom right away and like took my tights and underwear off and threw them away. But like, oh, this is why I was saying it. I was 22. No one jumped out and scared me, but I still couldn't control my bladder. When you have to pee, you have to pee. And I tried to hold it in so long. I walked to the street. I was walking down the street and I would like stop, cross my legs and just, don't pee. And then keep walking and then do it again. Don't pee. You got this. You got this, bitch. You're a block away.
I know.
Didn't work.
I know one of our biology friends here listening knows the actual science to this, but it is truly It is the thing. Like, you have the ability to have a muscle in there that keeps you from
Your pelvic
letting out
floor.
your yeah, you might know this even better than like, you have a doctorate in occupational therapy. LOL, I forget.
I know, but I haven't done my pelvic floor training yet. I'm going
Mm,
to. I want to be pelvic floor certified.
nice. For what? Just so you can
It
talk about it.
Yeah, well, it's also really useful for sex therapy. Because that's my
Wow.
main goal in life. I want to be a sex therapist.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never knew
Yeah, I
that.
love talking about sex.
That's like your dream job?
Yeah, like consultation.
Like your bank password, the security questions would be
Dream job, sex
yeah,
therapist.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is my dream job. Like the podcast, honestly,
Mhm,
at this point is my dream job, but like a fun little side gig to still use OT and
mhm.
like make me feel like my degree wasn't in vain. And I do like helping people. So if I can
Yeah,
help people on that level, especially like sex and intimacy is such an important part of relationships and an important part of life. So
yeah.
I love talking about it.
True, true,
So
true, true.
yeah, that's on my radar. So once you and Alejandra start editing and I have more time in my life, that's what I'm gonna do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. So pelvic floor has
Nice.
big factor for your bladder.
Well, regardless, my point was that I remember learning in biology years and years ago that there's a point that the muscle just it won't work. It like
No.
it just happens. It just
Yeah.
there's no holding it back. No matter how much you would try to hold it back, there's no holding it back.
No. And something that really trips me up.
I felt like I was about to break into Shawn Mendes. Ain't no holding me back.
Something that really trips me up that I learned a couple things the other day. One, I learned that in France, pelvic floor therapy after childbirth is like something that you automatically get, which is why women in like that country don't have bladder control problems. Where in the
Um,
States, we make jokes after childbirth where it's like, I laugh now and I pee myself. I
mm,
sneeze and I pee myself.
yeah,
That's not a normal thing. Like other countries get pelvic
interesting.
floor therapy after childbirth automatically. But the other thing I learned is when you sit and go to the bathroom, this is for guys, girls, anyone. When you sit there and go to the bathroom, if you're pushing your pee out, that actually does damage to your pelvic floor. You need to sit and just let it flow. There should be no pushing.
Wow.
And so, when I'm sitting there every time now, I'm like, wait, am I pushing or am I just peeing? So think about that.
I'm over on the toilet, like, just keep pushing, just keep.
Do you really?
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Oh my
kidding.
God, I was going to say, you're going to fuck that shit up.
No, I'm kidding. But like, I do when I wake up in the middle of the night and I have to pee, I just like, I want like to get it all out so I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night again.
Yeah.
So like, I'm sure that I've abused that pelvic floor.
Yeah, well, I think peeing after sex is a good example where it's like you don't really have to pee, but you know you need to pee
Mm,
because like
it's,
flushing bacteria and
yeah.
whatever out of your urethra. So like there's sometimes where I'm sitting there and I'm like, just pee. And I like push a little and I'm like, stop it. Stop it. But you have to because you're like, I don't want a fucking UTI.
Just drink a lot of water.
I don't drink enough water. I know I need to get better. I
Mm.
need to get better. Yeah, so I like this one. Not the asshole. I think this is very justified. Like maybe this will teach you a lesson about not to prank me.
Agreed. I believe that they should definitely clean up the pee.
Uh-huh. Top comment. Not the asshole. Your partner better be glad urine was all they had to clean up. They're lucky they didn't scare the shit out of you. Oh, P goes, this comment made me laugh. And someone else goes, they're lucky you don't have a fight reflex as well. I may have hit them hard. I have seen a prank on TikTok end that way too. And on Reddit, there was like a today I fucked up story where he was like, today I fucked up by scaring my girlfriend. And he literally like popped out and she ended up breaking the dude's nose. She was like, bam, which is me. I'm so jumpy these days. Like if you jump out at me, I'm going to be like, ah, and I'm going to punch. So don't prank me.
Yeah, I think I told you this, but when I was younger, I worked at Hollister.
I love that for you.
No.
You must have smelled so nice.
Oh, I really did not like working there at all. It
no,
was
toxic.
oh god. Well, I went in one time because my friend said they have really great prices on jeans. So it was the phase where Hollister was not the cool thing to do anymore. It was just kind of like, oh, Hollister, it smells so loud.
Yeah, reeks.
Yeah. But anyway, I went in there to check out their jeans. And as they love to poach people to work there, they're like,
You want a job?
and I was like, rad. Cool.
I
Sure.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you got scouted? Because
Well,
like your job is technically like you're a model when you work there.
yeah, they definitely try to pump your tires. And like I said, I ended up cleaning toilet bowls my entire childhood because my mom said I was good. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna work here. Oh my God. But
But
anyway.
also growing up in Minnesota, like I grew up, you in Minneapolis had a lot more options, but growing up in like Duluth, northern Minnesota, like Hollister was like all we had. Like that's
Mm,
literally it was Hollister or the Buckle. Those were your two
mm,
places to get clothes.
mhm.
So it's like in certain places that like and Abercrombie's making a comeback. So
Oh my God, I
their
know.
shit is fire.
So good now.
Abercrombie, we would
Yeah.
take some free jeans.
But they just in the past, they were so obnoxious, that entire company.
Yeah.
And they really did some rebranding and remodeling, so good
Yeah.
for them. But yeah, in the past there was, obviously everyone I feel like knows. Uh,
Yeah.
but I worked there for a little bit, and long story short, I was folding clothes in Betty's One, if anyone else has ever worked there.
Okay.
And
This is very niche market right now.
yeah, right. And anyway, I'm like humming, folding clothes for a while. All of a sudden, I see in the corner of my eye somebody hovering over me. And I turned and I screamed. Obviously, no one could hear me because the music's so goddamn loud.
That was my least favorite part. I hate loud music. Hate it. In the car, in a restaurant, in a store. Get out of here with that stuff.
Well, anyway, it wasn't a person, actually. It was a mannequin. So, moral of the story is that I can be really goddamn jumpy.
I'm so jumpy. I see a shadow and I jump. I'm scared of the dark. And so like going outside or going down in the parking garage by myself, like I will not because my building keeps getting broken into. I had an Amazon package get stolen multiple times. One time they took my puzzle. And then the other time I went down to my lobby and one of my old patients was like in it trying to find a warm place to sleep. So like my building scares me. It's not a nice
Mhm.
building. Jared Freed might have made it seem like it. It's not. And so like I'm scared of the dark. So like I don't do stuff that's gonna make me get scared. Like I jump at my own shadow
Were you ever in places where you had to turn the light off downstairs
and then run
and then,
upstairs.
yeah, ran faster than
I have my farmhouse is like that in
Mhm.
in Minnesota. It's a very old house, and like the light switch is literally like if the stairs are here, like the stairs go up right here,
Mhm.
the light switch is all the way down over here at the opposite end. So you have to
Mhm.
like hit the light switch and then like try to run to the stairs, find it, and then go upstairs. So thank God for iPhone flashlights now because I'm just like,
I know.
like
I
I can't
know.
go anywhere in the dark. And my great grandma died in that house,
Mm.
so I know she's not haunting the place. She was a lovely woman. I love her. But
She could be haunting it with love.
it's just like kind of just, you know,
Yeah.
makes you feel a certain way in the
Yeah.
dark.
I get that.
In the daytime, no feeling.
I
In the
get
dark,
that.
lots of feelings.
I get that.
I'm being so fucking weird.
I didn't notice, so that must mean I'm on your wavelength too.
I love that for us.